Alright, people. I had put this video off for a little while because honestly I wanted to wait to see how the black community would respond to the death of a legend. This man was taken out in the prime of his life, all because he was an activist. And let me specify and zoom in on that. He was an activist. He was a person who was acting entirely for his people in a positive direction. You know, he was into real estate, he was into finance, he was into business, loans, all of that. Like, this man was somebody who was really going to change not just his community, but a nation. And they didn't want that. Anytime there's a strong black male figure in this society, they assassinate him, they assassinate the character, and they demean the character. They defamate it. And it's just horrible how these people actually move. I don't know where the hatred comes in or the fear for black men to take their rightful place in this world. I don't know what it is. Like, I just know we are the original Jews, and they are trying their best to silence us and to complete genocide on us. They want to take us all out one way or another, and we're helping them do that. But back on topic, like I was saying, anytime there's a strong black male figure, especially because for some reason women hold power, but not as much as the male in this country. So they're a threat directly if they're a black male and they're doing anything positive, trying to upbuild or uplift their community. You know, it's it. They have to go. This was a man who was doing a documentary on another great man. And from what I know about this young man, Nipsey Hussle, because I know his character, I know his kind, I dug his persona. He was just so rugged to me. He was a classic, like, last of a dying breed. Definitely an 80s baby for real. Like, he had his mental in the right place. He was going in the right direction. He was actively doing things in the black community to start making people pay up and wake up and pay attention, and, you know, really focus in on the problems that were based off of a Raul, you know, community, what they would call the hood. He was going to change that in a lot of different senses of the matter. Anytime you have a strong black male leader who is trying to, you know, have influence and have a voice in this community, shut him down. And don't let these people sit there and tell you that this was gang related, because it was not gang related whatsoever. This is one man who had respect on both sides for the Bloods and Crips. And who knows, because I'm not from his community, so I don't know how big his influence actually went with Latinos, or maybe, like, you know what I'm saying, M13s, whatever you want to call them, 18th Street, any of that. I don't really care, Latin Kings, whatever. I don't know how big his influence was with that, but I know that a lot of different communities, especially with the black community, we dug on this man from his music, you know, his ruggedness, his movement, his persona, his swag. We were digging that, and we were actually starting to understand how perpetual the system is, because he was putting it out there. He made one of the greatest albums in history, you know, Dedication. I love that album. Dedication, hard work plus patience, you know. We all gotta have that. This man wrote on Instagram, if they assassinated for him, this just ride with him. And he made that as a statement. It's awfully funny because all of these people are saying, they're telling you what's happening to them. They're telling you what might happen to them if they don't do this. And that's the reason why most of these whack-ass celebrities who have so much money, like Floyd Mayweather, Oprah Winfrey, amongst other big black, you know, names in the household, choose to keep their mouth shut because they want to keep their comfortability, and they do not want to be assassinated through character or assassination where they die. They don't want that. But I call it weak in certain parts, yeah, because if you just here for yourself, then what you really here for? You got all of that influence and all of that power, and you're not using it to your advantage, and that's fucked up, because we don't need weak ass people like you. Understand? My fiance tell me all the time, they gonna get you. They gonna get you. Keep talking that shit, they gonna get you. At the end of the day, I got kids in this world. I have family. Even if it wasn't for my kids, I have kids in this world. I have family in this world who I don't want to be subjugated to this kind of behavior or attacks or terrorism right here on American soil, where they're born as citizens and raised where we have sacrificed and already spilled thousands of gallons of blood on this soil anyway to be here. Nipsey was one of those people. He was already going for a cause, people. If he was already involved with gang street and gang violence and he wasn't afraid to die for that shit, he understood the bigger picture. If I could die for this shit that's not even mine, these blocks that's not mine, nothing that I have to, now I'm saying, really live for. If I could start telling people, fuck dying on these blocks that y'all don't own, how about y'all build and buy these blocks back up to where it's black owned and we all live together and we all prosper as a nation of black people. With black people, everything is about a movement. It's a wave. Once one person get on it and that shit come up in a ripple, we all riding that wave. And he was trying to put everybody on that wave together. And they knew that. This man had influence. He had a voice in hip hop. He brought back real hip hop and he was speaking that. And they were afraid of that influence. You know what I'm saying? The same way they feared Tupac because they were revolutionists. They are rebels. They are going against the grain of everything that white society and white supremacy and the government, now I'm saying, shit tries to tell us that we can't do, we shouldn't do, we can't say, but isn't this not the land of freedom of speech? As a black person, no. If you're white, you have all the freedom in the world. If you're black, it changes drastically. The numbers drop. The statistic on us succeeding in this country are even less of an immigrant who came from a poor piss country who were fucking penny was fucking worse than less than fucking half. So yes. So anybody telling me that this was gang related and y'all really rolling with that shit is bullshit. When this man wasn't making any noise and he was just last time and he checked shit, and I'm saying, and the motherfuckers was just bumping their shoulders and rapping last music and still talking that gang shit. Niggas wasn't saying anything. As soon as this man started making noise, he's talking about he was going to drop this documentary about Dr. Sabi, and he predicted his own death and told you if he did die to rock with him, he knew what time it was. The same way Prince did. And they gave that man a bad title and said that he was homosexual now, he has AIDS and he died from that. Please, they poisoned that man. The same way they tried to assassinate Bill Cosby's character by saying that he raped all of these white-looking women who look like men, looking horrible as hell. Please. And not only that, he was saying this shit back in the 80s and late 70s openly, and nobody even talked about this drop that he's putting in these women's drinks until he wanted to change what he was doing for his community. Objectifiably, look at it. Use your common sense. Anytime we out here acting a donkey and we acting an ass, they promote us. David Banner, I love him. When he was out here being ratchet and just bumping his head to music and shit and turned up, they loved that man. They would promote his music anywhere. Now he has been reduced to a YouTube channel on Facebook and Instagram to promote his message because white society or white media will not propagate this. They don't want you to know this. So they're going to keep shutting it down. So it's easier to say that this man sat there and went out to his store where he's comfortable, where he's at every day, and that he was assassinated by a gang member or a rival gang member, rather than to say that he got 5 shots to the body and all vital 5 organs, and then one to the head. That was a kill shot. This was an assassination, not only to say we're killing this man, but they wanted to make sure that he was dead. It was no way he would survive all 5 of those internal fucking organ shots plus that head shot. That was an assassination. That was military based. That was somebody who knew what they were doing quickly. It was it. They're trained to do that, running in and out. Boom, 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 we're out. I forgot the man's name, but I watch him often. He's a young Muslim brother, very handsome, very intelligent. He's always on Facebook, and he's buzzing to that. He was right there in the heart of it. And he was talking about how they were doing military drills in the heart of LA. And he told you guys what they're trying to do. I watched these people bring in coffins by the thousand, black plastic cheap ones, 2 by the thousands on trains a few years ago. They were sitting there bringing in material. They were stacking up on army food, stuff that was dehydrated that you could just put water in. It would foam up and stuff and, make a whole meal. They were bringing this stuff in by the thousands of truckloads, and the shits disappeared off the face of the earth. A few months later after that, a white trucker came up and said that they had a whole underground city buried somewhere, and it went for at least 70 miles wide and 70 miles long. They are planning something. Fuck martial law. Fuck all of that. It's something way bigger than that. These people are planning a genocide. They are trying to take what Hitler did when he was around and magnify it by a multitude of about 5 plus after that. Like, it's going to be ridiculous. And we're letting them. We keep letting them take our strong men from us. Whether they're jailed, whether they're assassinated, whether they're blacklisted and taken back to the country, whether they're labeled crazy or whether they're forced to get hooked onto drugs, and now they're stuck in that perpetual world. They're taking them. Anybody who rebels or goes against any objective, motive, or plan that the U.S. has in place, they take us out. Most Def took him out. They blackballed him. They blacklisted him. He can't even come back to the country anymore. He can't come back over here. Nipsey, they killed him. Prince, they got him. Michael Jackson, they got him. Bill Cosby, they got him. They are taking our strong black leaders away. And now they're saying that Nick Cannon is going to do this documentary. All I know is Nip and Nick didn't have the same kind of mindset. They weren't raised in the same setting. So I wouldn't even want a person like him to do it, because even though he claims that he's woke, he's not woke enough to walk in our shoes. So somebody really got to pick that up. Ice Cube, somebody like 50 Cent. This really needs to be done. Listen, I know it's a hard road, and I know a lot of y'all are scared to come up and step up and be black kings, but we need y'all. I don't, everybody talking about, oh, Jay-Z should replace it and finish documentary. I'm not hating on Jay-Z and Beyonce. I don't know what they do. All I do know is Jay-Z say a lot of bullshit, but he's still here. So he's obviously not on their radar that they think is a strong advocate to do this, because he's still here and he gets assassinated shit. So listen, one thing about slaves back then, they knew one thing. Nat Turner, they knew it was going to have to be a sacrifice of some to save the many. I'm willing to sacrifice myself for my kids and my future generations and my family if I won't be here. I'm willing for that, because we can't continue to let these people walk on us like this, to do what the fuck they want to do to us, to continue to hang us in 2019 going into fucking 2020, to sit there and not rewrite the Constitution where it says that we are labeled less than 3/5 of a person, the same as fucking cattle, where they can just kill us at a slaughterhouse and they can walk away with it. We cannot let them keep putting our black men, our sons, our brothers, our nephews, our cousins into these prison systems for petty ass crimes, getting life sentences when they're nasty ass, sick ass kind of fucking people. Not all of them, but some of them are fucking pedophile, rapists, serial killers, and terrorists. Why is it that a black man in this America, when they try to protect themselves, when they have guns to protect themselves, are labeled a criminal or a terrorist? But a white man could go on a mass shooting in a school or a church and he's labeled criminally insane. He had a psychotic break. No, that's an excuse, because if they claim that we're all the same and black people already have an angry nature, but white people don't, they're just sick. That don't seem interesting to y'all. Why would we not be angry? We are very angry because we are tired of being incarcerated. We are tired of being eliminated, period. We are tired of having to live in fear, so saying the wrong thing or defending ourselves or being somewhere and feeling threatened. We have to call the cops if that's what some of y'all do, and then we're still the ones who get attacked, blamed, and locked up and jailed. I'm tired of sitting here having somebody in my race bracket who is influential and then they get assassinated right when they were bringing hope back to the black community. Y'all know damn well we were all looking forward to this Dr. Sebi documentary. They already got him. Man was perfectly healthy. Nigga drunk his own piss for Christ's sake when he had to expel his fucking sicknesses and viruses. He ate all of fruit and vegetable and herb-based diets. You trying to tell me that pneumonia took him out? Please. Please. Like he said, can't no virus, sickness, anything live in the body without mucus. If this man didn't have any mucus in his body to expel, how the fuck did he die of a mucus-based virus, which is pneumonia? When you have fucking phlegm and mucus in your lungs, please don't feed me with that bullshit. See, we are so fucking simplistic. We know the facts. We know these things, and we don't pay any attention. We don't. Anything a white person tells us, we think we're supposed to run with that shit and just, oh, the white man told us this, so yes, it's fine. That's your problem. Break the cycle. Stop listening to these fucking white people. Protect your fucking black men. Protect your black women, your black children, your black grandmothers, even if that means from your own kind. Anybody who was weak and can't ride with the fact, they must be expelled. Anybody who was going against the grain must be expelled. Anybody who was sitting there in their docile must be expelled. Anybody who was sitting there and they are going with the enemy must be expelled. We need to build our race back up to the point where we are strong enough to not even want to listen to anybody's bullshit. including our own. If it don't sound right, it ain't right. If it sounds too motherfucking good, it ain't right. Because everybody speaks bullshit once in a while. We let them walk into this man's community. We're so weak. We let these military motherfucking government niggas walk into our community right in front of us and take out one of our own, a strong, influential black queen, Queen King. We let them take them out quick. We let the government do whatever the fuck they want to us. And you know what's fucked up? Even me making this video right now, they're going to say, oh, she's promoting a dangerous message. No, I'm not promoting anything that's dangerous. At the end of the day, I'm promoting survival. I'm promoting my base to say we need to make sure that we're still here in the next 30 and 40 years, the kind that look like us, that think like us and speak like us, our kind. I'm promoting survival to the black race. I am promoting non-genocide on people who are black, brown, or whatever other color you want to call it. So no, this is not a threat. This is not me promoting any violence. This is me promoting us that we need to stand up and act against our amendment rights and protect ourselves and protect our own. If we are considered U.S. citizens, it should not be a problem with me speaking about what we need to do to protect ourselves, even if that does mean bear arms, people. I'm hurt. But besides me being hurt, fuck angry, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed that this keeps on happening. Malcolm X is one of the biggest shit talkers and the most calm, polite, articulate, and intellectual man you could ever think of. And no matter how much he became over what he used to be, they still objectify him as a nigger and a criminal who had a past. So what? And then when he got over that himself and built up his own image in his black community and he had a voice, they sent his own people to assassinate him. That's another problem. Like I said, some of us, definitely not me, but a lot of black people are house niggers. Y'all are. Y'all rather be subjugated and subjected to the white man's pet and house dog rather than speak up against it. Oprah Winfrey, I'm calling your ass out. You have a whole TV show. You have been a reporter since the early 1980s, and I have never seen you cover anything black. I mean, really black. Not no damn Tyler Perry movies where we're just clowning and laughing and maybe sending a little bit of subliminals. I mean, I have never seen you cover an all-black casting movie or all-black casting television show. Even bringing on black businesses that are sufficient and efficient in the hoods. I have never seen you cast anything about not one murder of a Trayvon Martin, a Gardner, a Blade, a nobody on your shows. I have not heard you speak about gang bots in these communities, these cops shooting and killing us, these mass church murders. Nothing, Miss Oprah Winfrey. Nothing. And you got all that damn influence and all that power, but you a house nigger and you're scared and you're content to do anything that goes against us actually surviving and making it for real in America. Nipsey Hussle, I won't say rest his soul, because I already know, even with the ancestors right now on the other side, he's still working busy trying to reach out to this broken black society to come together. That's one thing about black people. I don't know if y'all really that woke, but even when you die, you're still here. It's just another chakra, another level, another astral plane, something that you're on that you will touch in somebody. Your spirit will always be around. You might have moved on, but you're still connected here somehow through ground the fact that you were here. So his work is not done. So we need to make this man proud while he's no longer here in the physical, and we need to get on board. And that's why he even said, if they assassinate me for this shit, he ain't say assassinate, he said if they kill me, but I'm going to say assassinate. He said if they assassinate or murder me for this, just make sure y'all still riding. So I'm going to still ride. I'm going to still ride. And I'm going to be strong for my people and my future generations if the rest of y'all can't. If you agree with this, y'all need to come on and we need to do something besides fucking marching. We need to do something besides marching. We need to support our black. Stop sharing this bullshit about our own people. Stop thinking that shit is a fucking game. Stop thinking that it's funny. We need to really come together and eliminate the threat against black terrorism in America, Africa, freaking Haiti. It's everywhere. Because we are not the only ones being assassinated. It's an agenda out here, people. And the agenda is to kill off the black people in general, to kill off the original Jews and the original athletes. That's us. Anybody who has hue in their skin. I don't give a damn if you're from Dominican Republic, Cuba, Colombia, Haiti, Jamaica, Sierra Leone, America, fucking German, France, anywhere. The agenda is to kill all of us and to try to take the earth for their own and make all of our history their own. It's always a bigger picture, and Nips knew that. It's over 64,000 black women missing in America. Over 64,000 women that are black missing in America alone. They're talking about now making these transgender fucking men, not women, transgender men be able to replicate having children. So you got enough money, you could get you a female uterus, and you can't replicate the human organs, which is why they made clones. So where do you think that these organs are coming from? They are going to transplant them black women's organs that they haven't already experienced into, and if it does work, into these transgender bodies so they can have babies. These motherfuckers are playing God. They are sick. They are sick. And I'm not trying to be funny with this. I'm just being real. You can call me a racist, whatever. However the fuck you feel about it. I don't call it being that. But we all know that white people and black people are not the same, that we have different fucking DNA, that our DNA reigns superior to this earth. We know that fucking white people have RH DNA, which is also a DNA that comes from fucking monkeys. And we know that our organs are superior to theirs, which is why every black person DNA that's found missing turns up with their fucking organs gone. This man knew this. Nipsey knew this. Against other things, he knew this. He was trying to wake us the fuck up. Between him doing real estate, between him doing loans, between him being an activist, him doing this documentary, he knew what time it was. He knew it was coming. And it's really time that we stand up for our black community, our black men, our black race as a whole. And that goes to all you motherfuckers who think because you speak a different language like Spanish that you're not black, because you're still black. And until y'all realize that they're going to keep on killing us. Think about it. However the fuck y'all feel. If your skin look like mine's a little bit lighter and you know you got crank hair, whatever the fucking fact may be, you know what I'm saying? This shit ain't fucking perfectly straight, whatever the fact may be. If you know you got black in you, fuck your denial. Fuck what you want to portray out in the opening. They don't give a fuck what language you speak. They don't give a fuck what country you come from. If you got it in you, that melon, by any means necessary, your life is in danger. So you're going to have to take it back. That's it. You're in danger. That's what it all boils down to. This should be a lesson, how they keep coming in. We allow these people, military base, to come in there and assassinate our black men right in front of us. And they got in and got out. Nobody got caught. And now they're trying to put the blame on more of our black men, saying that it was gang-related to start a war within our own selves. Don't do it, people. Do not self-destruct. Do not let these people be the cause of our genocide, yo. We got to come together. My brothers, my sisters. Like, seriously, we really need to come together and allow them to understand the fact that we refuse to sit there and keep letting them go against the black community and black people. I don't know about y'all, but I want my race to live on. I want us to rise back to our formal selves. And I ain't talking about slavery. I'm talking about the kings and the queens you were. Even if you were former, still we were a majestic people in Africa. We were not savages. Leave that savage shit to the white people. Please do not go around shooting each other for this. Don't go around blaming the black people. Place your hate to where it needs to be. You see the white people on TV, on YouTube, and all the time. They making these new guns. They going out shooting and hunting and shit. You got these cops using black bulletins for wanted posters and stuff that's black men as their target practice. I'm telling you, they have an agenda, and the agenda is to either make us kill each other all ourselves and them to help us. Like, I'm telling you, don't give them what they want. Don't get them what they want. I know it's hard to be at peace within self when you ain't got shit. I know why it's hard to say, man, fuck that peace shit when you're not living with peacefully within yourself. But yo, I'm serious. If we all come together, yo, we can do this. It's time. Like, everything in they whack ass Bible is coming true because they making it come true. Stop giving these crackers the power to do this shit to us, yo. Nipsey knew this shit. Nipsey knew this shit. He knew it. He knew it. And this would not be the time for any gang violence or anybody to fall apart or blame the next, because we know what time it is. If y'all going to misplace, I mean, if y'all going to aim at, I'm saying, hatred somewhere, make sure you place it in the right place, because it wasn't nobody black who did this. And it might have been somebody, I'm not even going to speak about race. It was nobody in no gang or community who did this. This was a military execution. That's all it was. That's what it was. That's what it was. 5 shots to the body in every main organ, major organ, and 1 to the head, kill shot. You will not survive this assassination. You will die. If one didn't take you out, the next will. We need to stop them from gelling and assassinating our black men and put our fucking foot down as a community. One thing we got to start with is stop buying all of this bullshit that don't fucking make no sense. All of these white, you know what I'm saying, owned stores who got all this high price Gucci, food, Fendi, Louis, you know what I'm saying, all this dumb shit. Stop buying all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Stop. I guarantee you, if black people really shut the market down for 60 days, shit, even 30, 10, if nobody black in the world went shopping but at black owned businesses, what you think that message going to stand? Where you think they get this money and shit from to fund this? America ain't shit but a new age slave industry, and we're still as slaves, and we don't even realize it. I'm hoping we will, though. I'm hoping we will. We do all the work and get none of the credit. R.I.P. Nipsey, yo.